Hi. So today I'm going to be talking about create versus consume. Our need to consume and our need to create. Yeah, I'm going to be talking some real shit. Tune in. Subscribe. Like. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Watch this video until it's complete, bruv. Don't leave me halfway. I'm counting on you. Watch it. I'm going to get into the video now. Just to have an output, not just an input, because I feel like in today's day and age of consumerism, most of the times we're happy to have an input, and there's so much being inputted from our devices to the TV screens to the media to everything that is trying to ingrain itself in our brains, more importantly. But then when you really realize the source of where it's all coming from, sometimes you realize it's just gargoyle. Like, it don't even make sense half the time. But here we are still mindlessly consuming all that is given to us, which doesn't make any sense. Because why do we do that? Because we've been programmed. Argue with the wall. We've been programmed to believe everything that comes our way without understanding where it comes from first, because we've been taught to rely on just what is given to us blindly. Can you imagine if we had the same faith in God and in our blessings in what is given to us blindly? Then we'll just follow it and become like the best versions of ourselves, you know? But no, here we are falling for consumerism. But you know, we've all been there. Like, we've all been there, included. Like, sometimes I'll just be sitting and I'll be scrolling and I'll be scrolling and I'll be scrolling, mindlessly scrolling, and you forget that there's a being behind the eyes that is watching everything that is being inputted. You think your brain don't take that shit in? Please think twice. That shit's going and programming inside your brain and it's rotting inside because you're not giving it. And that's the thing, right? Especially for all my neurodivergent bodies. Like, we know we get overstimulated quickly. Like, that's just a fact that we know about ourselves. And sometimes when we're just rotting on that goddamn phone, I mean, this is for everyone, not just neurodivergent people, but for everyone. Like, it's the stimulation that your brain is getting. What is the actual benefit? Do you ever sit there and think, like, what is the benefit? Now when I move, you're moving with me. You feel me? Yeah, I know you do. Okay, so what I also wanted to say was, when we spend that majority of our time consuming, we also don't realize that that shit plays on your mental so deeply, especially if you're wondering why you feel burnt out and not like tuned, or you know, you're not really feeling connected with yourself, but then you feel helpless in yourself because you're like, I can't stop scrolling. Real talk, you guys need a detox. Go detox yourself. Like, the fuck go detox, bruv. Go take that time off the screen. Go connect. Go hug a tree. I don't know, go climb a tree. Go make a tree house. Go get creative. Go paint. Go dance. Go sing. Go cry. Go feel. Go heal. Just go. Just go. Honest to God, just go. Don't wait. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get the fuck out of there. You don't like where you're at? Get the fuck out of there. You don't like what you're doing? Why the fuck you doing it? You're feeling helpless to your own self. Okay, now I can't take pity on you because you know what you're doing, right? You know what you're doing. Period. You know what you're doing. So why are you going to act like a victim? Did God make you a victim? No. God made you strong. God made you beautiful. God made you in your own image. I don't know what else to tell you. God made you the way God made you. And it comes down to, like, you have to remember that there was a time before where we didn't have these screens, where probably the only piece that we could consume was the dusty old book at the library, or I don't know, the waves of the water, or the wind in the trees, like shit like that. There was a time before all this shit was created. you have to remember, what did people do those days? So the more disconnected we are with our creative side, the more easier for them to control us. Is that what I'm hearing? The more easier it is for them to input shit in our brain and kind of control us through all this tech. The more we consume, the less we create, or the more we consume, that affects how we create, more importantly, because it's like, your diet is not just physical. You know, your diet is not just the food you eat, it's the shit you intake with your eyes as well. It's the shit you hear. It's you know, it's all around. It's an all-rounder. It's everything. Your diet is everything. Your input is everything, because your input does affect your output. Yes, period. Your input affects your output. So, like I said, if you're not taking the time to really input beautiful things inside your brain, how will you create beautiful things? How will you create beautiful things if you're not taking the time to input beautiful things? That's just the truth. And I feel like to revolt is to say, I don't want to consume this shit, but still at the same time wanting to be a part of it, because this is what everyone is on. This is how you reach people. So then it's a conundrum and a dichotomy in itself, because it's like, I wanna renounce it entirely, but then at the same time, it's kind of another way to create as well, which is why I'm a big fan of get that camera and start recording yourself. Get that camera and start chatting your shit. Get that camera and get that thing off your chest. Get that camera and just create. I swear, get that camera and just create. Oh Lord. Create, explore, learn, play, create, explore, learn, play. Please play. But with all that being said, that's why, like, when we go to places or when we're around people or events maybe that can just make us forget about our phone, God, we are so grateful. We are so grateful for spaces and places like these that exist, that really remind us of real human connection again, because yeah, we can connect on social media, but even with like COVID and everything, when you think about it, in a sense, like, especially with the generation that was like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I was like 14, 15 during COVID, and I feel like those the people that were like in the peak teenage years, momentum, trying to that kind of fucked us up a little, just a tiny bit, because we don't like, how do I explain, like, we didn't have that time to work on our social, I was about to say social media skills, but what I mean to say is social interaction skills. It kind of made us like apathetic. Is that the word? I think it might be. It kind of made us like fuck up our social skills. Someone's got some heavy bass, bro. I'm here. I think there's someone there, you know, and I feel like I feel like half the time create feels foreign, because we're so used to consume. We're so used to consume that create feels foreign, when create was like the first thing ever. When create was like the way that we kept track of our history. You know, like create, just create, bro. Whether it's circles on a page, or whether it's a scribble, or whether it's something abstract, or whether it's something really beautiful, or whether it's just what you feel, or whether it's words, or whether it's, I don't know, anything. You can make a fucking macaroni necklace or picture, or I don't know, get creative with it. The fuck? Get creative with it, because the more you express and play with that side of yourself, the more you will see those other parts of yourself. But the more that you stay stuck in just consuming, the more you're just like consuming. And then you wonder why you feel like shit. Because, like, just taking in all this brain rot. Say that, but the people that are out there giving iPad to their kids and raising iPad kids, you know, I was about to say something not nice, but then I was like, you know what, God bless you and God bless your kid, because what the fuck, guys, what the fuck, whatever happened to naturality, whatever happened to natural, like whatever happened to, I don't know, like what happened? Because we are so powerful, and every time we render ourselves powerless of our own power, we suffer. So why do we render ourselves powerless of our own power to begin with? And don't tell me it's human nature, because it's not. It's what you were programmed to believe. So don't tell me. Think twice, and argue with the wall if you don't believe me. But yeah, you have to remember that that's how they want you to think. They want you to think you're powerless. They want you to think that you are helpless in your own situation. They want you to think. Or sometimes maybe they don't want you to think. Hence why they load all this bullshit on the screens which you are intaking, because now you're just mindlessly consuming. And if you're mindlessly consuming, you think you're mindlessly creating too. You're creating with no mind. You're creating with no mind. I mean, when you create, you want to put your heart and soul in that shit. You know, because your heart, H-E-A-R-T. H-E-A-R-T. And take away the H and it's earth. And, you know, we are here on earth. There's a song I love very much so. Yeah, translation is, this is life. Yeah, it's a G1. This life is the only one we get. This is life, and this is the only life we get. How do you want to spend it? You want to spend all your days sitting there, consuming all that shit, and then creating shit, because when you're consuming shit, you're going to create shit. Period. Or if you consume beauty, you create beauty. If you consume excellence, you create excellence. If you consume peace, then you create peace. Right? You ever thought about it like that? No? You know, one more thing, like create has the word eight, like cre and then A-T-E, eight. Like, you know, yeah, you know, you create, you gotta make sure you A, but also are you eating too much? And I don't mean overeating, I mean, are you overcompensating for your emotions by eating so much, by consuming so much? Are you eating to the point of fatigue? Are you eating to the point of where you're wondering, why did you eat so much to begin with? Are you eating your feelings away? Are you eating your sadness away? Hey, but a little bit ice cream keeps the devil at bay. Okay. Do you feel good though? Do you feel energized? Do you feel revitalized? Do you feel electric after eating all that shit? After eating all that junk? Do you feel good? Do you feel good in your soul? Do you feel good in your body? Because 9 out of 10 times, I know your body ain't feeling good after all that junk. Don't lie. Yeah, it's yummy, but okay. You eat it, and then you feel guilty as fuck, and you're like, why did I eat it? And of course, I'm gonna tell you, it's okay that you ate it in the first place, because you're only human. You're only human. You're only human. And you're put on earth. And earth has all these things, and you didn't know that earth would come down here with all these things that are so delectable and yummy, and you just want to eat it. But you know, you have to be so careful in knowing that some of this shit really ain't good for you. Some of this shit really ain't good for you. Also, another thing, yeah, what you create does not have to make sense to anyone else but you. What you create does not have to make sense to anyone else but you. What you create is for you and your brain to comprehend. What you create is for you and yourself to delve into. What you create helps you dive deeper into knowing the core of yourself, the onion, because you're an onion. You got layers, bruv. Don't think you ain't layered, because there's depth to everyone, yeah? Depth that we haven't even explored yet, because we haven't allowed ourselves to flourish or swim in our own waters, because sometimes we're scared of drowning, but sometimes we're actually drowning. You know why? Because we like to drown in our sadness sometimes. Hey, it's okay. We've been there, but I promise you it's going to be all right. Get outside, hug a tree. It's okay. I swear. Anyway, I wanted to show you what I create. Because I create stuff too, you know. We all create. And I'm going to show you a painting. Well, I'm going to show you... Can you see? First, we've just got some lines, because sometimes lines feel good to draw. We got... This is what I made. This is an alien. These are bare little dots. Most people wouldn't think it's an alien, but I think it's an alien. Now that I see it, you know, I actually need to fill that part in, like make it complete. But yeah, she's kind of pretty. So back to what I was trying to say for all my neurodivergent baddies. Yeah, it's important you create. It's important because I'm going to say what other people don't want to hear, that your brain is special. And I don't mean like that. I just mean, come on, it's special. You know, that's last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Special. That's you, baby. You're special. You're special. Facts. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Your brain works a little bit differently and there's no considered normal. Okay, and it's the beauty in your uniqueness. It's the beauty in the way that your brain works. There's so much beauty in the way your brain works. Not just my neurodivergent people, to all the people with brains. To everyone with a brain, your brain is beautiful. Please love and cherish your brain. Please take care of your brain. Please be mindful of what you consume inside your brain. And please don't believe any lies about yourself and your brain. Because you have a beautiful brain. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Your brain is fucking beautiful. Beautiful hoe. Alright. Important you create, man. It's so important you create. It's just, I can't express how important it is to create. Your art is... Your art is what keeps you alive, man. And when you think about it, like, you've been a natural creator since the day that you were born, because you also have to remember you are the creator of your own reality. You are the creator, conductor, experiencer, destroyer, preserver, all of the above. That's all you, baby. That's all you. You know, nothing is outside of you, but everything is within you. But everyone wants you to believe that shit is all outside of you when it's all inside you. If you go ahead and look within instead of staring at that goddamn screen or there, I promise you'll find wonders inside you. But you're not going to find wonders inside that screen unless you find this video and then look, hey, you found me. But yeah, please create. Please create. Please create.